With so many new application repositories coming online, whether from app-linked or file-synced or unlinked, probably the most common question I get asked now is, how can I now keep all of my applications up to date? Well, I can say without any doubt, the best application for this process, whether you're using an Amazon Fire Stick or an NVIDIA Shield or an Android TV device, is the application I'm going to show you in this video. Now, this application is absolutely free. It works great across all of your devices. It doesn't need to use any kind of mouse toggle, no registration, no login, and you really can find updates to all of your favorite applications from the most common online repositories. So please do take a moment to hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. So with all of that being said, let's get started. If you're new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with the latest tech tutorials, the latest Fire Stick, Android and Android TV tips and tricks, then please do subscribe and hit the notification bell. It's a small click from you, but it makes a big difference to me. Thank you. So to get the latest version of this application, open up Downloader and enter in the shortcode 53402. And this will quickly take you directly to my website. So type that in and click on Go. Now, when you get to my website, you want to head over to the hamburger menu, which is the one with the 3 lines, and click on tutorials. And the latest tutorial in the list will be how to get the latest version of this application. So let's open that up. So this is the updated APK updater. Here's some of the key features. Supports APK Mirror, Aptoide TV, F-Droid, and even Google Play. If you keep scrolling down, and here's the link for the latest version. Let's click on that, scroll down, and click on the green download button. And you can follow the same procedure on your Android TV device to pull this application directly onto your device. Click on install. That's now all done. Let's press the home key. Now I'm going to do a quick demonstration with this application, both on my 4K Fire Stick and also the new Chromecast with Google TV, because I know the previous version of this application had some issues with Android TV. So I just want to show you that the new version works properly across both platforms. So now when you start the application for the first time, it will do a complete scan of your system and tell you exactly, firstly, what software you have installed, but then also what updates are available for that software. So here, for example, on the bottom left, we can see that I have 61 applications installed on my Fire Stick, and out of those, 22 actually have updates right now. Now, before we go to the updates tab, if you just press left on the remote, that takes you straight to the bottom. So we can now navigate across the bottom menu. So the first thing you should do is click on settings. Say, for example, you can adjust the theme if you want to, but the key thing you want to change here only on the Amazon devices is the update sources. So by default, you have 4 repositories which are all enabled. The only issue we have with APK Mirror is when there is an update for any of your applications, the link to actually get the update takes you to that website. And as we know that browsing on the Fire Stick, it is a little bit tricky because there's no native built-in browser that we can download from. So that's why on the Fire Stick or any of the Amazon devices, I recommend you turn this off. The other 3 repositories actually just pull the application file and allow you to update it directly from this application. Let's go down. The rest of the things I just leave as default. Let's now go into updates. And here we are, guys. We can now see that I have 22 applications which have updates available. And if you notice on each of the application, we now get a logo telling us where the update is going to come from. So the Live Channels application, I can see that there's an update on Aptoide TV. My current version is 1.24 and the latest version is 1.28. So for example, now if I click on install, that should now pull the APK directly from Aptoide TV and just give me the prompt to install it. So it really is as seamless as that. Let's click on install. And there we have it, guys. I'm now running the latest version of the application. Let's scroll down. Now here, for example, we can see this application has a newer version on the official Google Play Store. I'm running version 158 something and the latest version is 160 something. So let's see if that works as well. So click on install. And if that's going to work, that's actually pulling the update directly from the Google Play Store. And again, guys, we can see that's working absolutely fine. So no kind of issue of, do I trust the source or where this update has come from? Because these are known sources, we can safely update all of the applications on our device. And let's click on install. So we had an update from Aptoide TV and we've also installed an update from the Google Play Store. Now, one key thing I want to mention is occasionally you will see this error message, which I'm hoping is going to appear any second now. and this is an async error. And what this basically means is, because there's a limitation on how many connections you can make to the Google Play Store, you will occasionally see this message. There it is. So get updates async error. And that basically just means that there's too many applications using the same token to talk back to Google. But the great thing is it's very, very easy to fix. All you need to do is navigate down into your settings, and we can see in the application sources, all I need to do is just turn off Google Play. And what that means is when I now scan my applications for updates, it will still use F-Droid, Apto TV, and maybe this one here, but it's not going to use Google Play, so we won't see that error anymore. Then maybe after a couple of days, you can put this back on and see if the error has now been fixed. What we can also do is choose applications that we have installed on our device that we don't want to update. So maybe you want to stay on a particular version, or maybe you don't want to change the version that you have. What you can do is click on apps on the bottom. Now next to each application we can see it says ignore, and what that means is I can now click on this and choose to ignore the application. So for example, if we can see with Aerial Dream, if I click on ignore, we can now see that's grayed out, which means I'm not going to see any updates available for this application, or APK Updater is not going to find any updates for the application. Now it can be quite confusing because all the apps normally have ignore next to them, but that basically just means that you can set it to ignore, and once you have set it to ignore, it will look like this, where you have the option to unignore it. So for example, now if I do want to get an update for the Aurora store, I can click on this. That's now not ignored anymore, and the next time I scan for updates, it will show me the latest version of that application. Okay, so let's now jump over to the Android TV device. So here we are on my Chromecast with Google TV, and if any of you guys are still with me, then if you leave the comment below hashtag APK Updater, then I know you made it this far in the video, which I really appreciate. I'll then heart that comment. Okay, let's go to all apps. Let's open up the application for the first time. So it's very, very similar on the Android TV devices, but there's a couple extra things that we can do. So again, to go to the bottom menu, let me press left on the remote. I can now go to settings. Now here, for example, we can actually leave the APK mirror, because on these Android TV devices, we can actually go to a browser and download updates from there. So I can leave that enabled. And I think the rest of the stuff we can leave as defaults. Now, if your Android TV device, like for example, the Shield is rooted, you can also turn this option on. But here, for example, we can see on my device, I have 49 applications installed on my Chromecast, and I currently have 18 updates for this application. So let's click on that now. So for example, Haystack, which is a great application for news, well, I can see there's a new version on the Play Store. I can click on that. That should go off and get the update from there. Okay, so you may see this warning the first time you do this. So if I go to settings and just enable APK Updater, and enabling this just means that we can install applications through these applications, kind of like what you have to do for other applications like Apto TV and of course Downloader. And let's go back to the updater. Let's click on install again. And within a couple of seconds, I'm now running the latest version of the application. So that's all for this video, guys. Many thanks for watching. Lots of you are asking for an easy way to update all of the applications on our Amazon devices or Android TV devices, and I really do think this is a fantastic utility. So do let me know what you think. Leave me a comment below, and I'll hopefully catch up with you guys real soon. Thanks.